for Mayor Bloomberg. New York City remains the #1 target for terrorists. Just 10 days ago, another attempt at injuring and killing New Yorkers happened right here in Times Square. New York City firefighters have responded to more emergencies in the last 5 years than ever before. We are busier than ever. We've taken on additional responsibilities in terms of building inspections to help keep this city safe. Yet Mike Bloomberg seems to be asleep at the wheel. The truth is this. When your family dials 911 and wants New York City firefighters to respond, seconds count. And I hope and pray he doesn't get to close any firehouses, because if he does, the fire company that responds may drive past the closed firehouse, and it may not be quick enough to get there to save lives. It's very simple. We remain the #1 target for terrorists. We're doing more work than ever before. The amount of money that he will save in his projected cuts is peanuts in a $64 billion budget. It's up to the community, the elected leaders, to stand up to Mike Bloomberg and say no. Not now, not ever. Not here in Richmond Hills, not anywhere in the city of New York.
Thank you very much. I have a news flash for the assembled here, and that is that firehouses every year lose money. They don't make profit. Police officer and firefighter don't make money. What they do is every day they're on watch, waiting and hoping that they're never needed. Every single night when we lay our heads down to sleep, every single day when we drop our children off at school, we hope that no fire alarms go off. We hope that no one has a stroke or a heart attack or an accident. We hope the fire department is never, ever needed. But sadly, they always are. When the mayor stands up in front of a pie chart in City Hall and says this part of the budget doesn't save us any money, it only costs us money, of course he's going to point to the fire department. But that's exactly the way it's supposed to be. There are some things in government you don't add up with dollars and cents. You add up with lives. You add up with people's safety. And that is, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, government's primary responsibility. We might be able to live without this street being paved for a month. We cannot live if a fire alarm goes off and someone has to come from the far end of Queens to come respond to it.
Before I get started, please join me in thanking the firefighters who are here behind me and all those throughout the city for the job that they do each and every day. So here we are again. Back in 2002 and 2003, while I was a city council member, we held 3 rallies to keep open Fire Engine 293. 3 rallies, and we kept it open. Now, some may say there were political reasons why that firehouse remained open. You could never convince me that the voice of the people for those 3 rallies were not heard by the mayor's administration, and that is part of the reason why 293 remained open. They heard us then, and they're going to hear us now. We will be heard. But like the congressman said, it's not about dollars and cents. If the mayor feels he can afford to close a firehouse, well, guess what? We feel we cannot afford to close them. We have to keep them open. So today, we will be heard. Our time here is well spent. We will be heard from the town of Richmond Hill and Woodhaven all the way to City Hall. We will be heard.
For being here with us today. You are right. Fires don't care about budgets. They didn't care about it then. They don't care about it today. I'd like to now recognize our colleague in the State Assembly, Assembly Member Mike Miller.
Thank you very much. I think it's outrageous. I think it's unconscionable that the mayor's considering closing firehouses. Like we all said. It's not about money, it's about lives. We have to save the lives of the people in our community. Every second counts when there's a fire. The average response time, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Although it's a good response time, it's too long when you got to come further away, when you got to elongate that time. An extra minute It means the house is going to burn down. It means our people are in jeopardy. It means our firefighters' lives are at risk. We can't have that. So I call on the mayor, find the money, you have it somewhere, find it. Let's get it done. Thank you.
Mayor Bloomberg, find that money. I'm so...
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. All right. Well, it's been said once, and we can say it 1,000 times. A budget is more than about dollars and cents. It's about people's lives. It's about their safety. It's about the well-being of a community, every community throughout the city of New York. Whether we're talking about the neighborhoods in my district, like Ozone Park and Woodhaven and Howard Beach and others, or the neighborhoods that we share, like Richmond Hill and South Richmond Hill, Kew Gardens and Forest Hills, and another part of Woodhaven, you name it, the people in our community rely upon the services that the fire department provides. Say that we stand united against any and all firehouse closings, not only here in Queens, but throughout New York City. And I think that it's an outrage that when the mayor announced this budget, that he would propose such drastic cuts that would hurt our communities. And so, to Mayor Bloomberg, I say, you brought the fight to my community, and now today, we are going to take this fight to City Hall. Thank you very much.
Less than 8 weeks to go until we pass this budget. The mayor must hear us. He must hear us loud and clear. Please do your part. Call 311. Write a letter. Join on to the campaign. We need to make sure he hears us. We need to make sure that 294 stays open.
They tried to close 293. We got it open. We kept it open. Unfortunately, before that, they closed 294, even though we protested. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
We protested, they closed it. But then Rudolph Giuliani became the mayor, and he opened it again. Let's not go through this again. It's déjà vu all over again. We're not going to let it happen again. And right, Joe? You were with us the first time. We're not going to let it happen again. These are all firehouses. These are all lives that are at stake. We can't let it happen again. Thank you.
We were here when the Dinkins administration tried to do the same exact thing, and they succeeded. When they did that, we lost so many lives in Richmond Hill and Woodhaven. Mayor Bloomberg, we are not going to let you balance your budget on the lives of our family. It will not happen again. We will fight to keep our firehouses open, and we will do whatever we have to do to make sure that our families are safe. Thank you.
I hope Mayor Bloomberg hears you. Mayor, don't think you can balance your budget on the lives of our families. I want to thank everybody who came here today. We have to continue this fight. We cannot stop. We'll continue to rally. We will continue to stay united and make noise so that Mayor Bloomberg hears us and that every fire company in the city of New York remains open.